People need to understand how important agriculture is, and they need to understand agriculture on the farm level. They need to get the big picture of agriculture. Washington County is one of the largest ag counties in the state of Virginia. Most people don't realize that. And agriculture is the largest industry in the county in terms of farm income. According to the last agriculture census, about $69 million in ag products are sold, and that's just what's reported in the county. And those that do the economic analysis of that say that amounts to about a $400 million impact on the economy in the county. But not only that, it's the heritage here.
So the name of our farm is Highland Dairy Farm. Our 600 cows, they get milked 3 times a day. My granddaddy, Sonny Johnson, started his dairy in Abingdon, and that was in 1946. This is actually our 76th year in the dairy business. Washington County, where we're a part of the Southeast, we are located in an area where we have a lot of people, but we don't have a lot of dairy cows. So we have an opportunity there because we're in a milk deficit area. So that means all the milk that is produced in this area essentially stays in this area because our processing plants are here and the milk doesn't have to travel long distances to get to the consumer.
Beef cattle have always been a big thing. If you look at the census data, Washington County is the 3rd largest county in the state in terms of number of cows and calves, and so about 66,000 head.
I am the 4th generation. My children are the 5th generation here at Wilson Cattle in Abingdon. My great-grandfather and grandmother bought this farm. They had a small dairy herd and burley tobacco. And we raised tobacco until 2010. In 2010, we quit raising burley tobacco and increased our beef numbers to about 400 cows. And since then, we've continually grown and running close to 500 cows here in Abingdon. We all take part, we've all become better stewards of our land. The land is what makes our businesses profitable in what we do. And becoming better stewards of that land, the more that it will produce for you. We're very fortunate here in Washington County to have the best FSA office, NRCS Natural Resources office, as well as Holston River Soil and Water Conservation District. And I do encourage everybody to participate in these practices because all that we can preserve our streams and our waters and our real estate, the better it is for our future generations.
The skills that I learned in 4-H, the ability to work with, collaborate with other people, to learn about what other people around the state are doing and how to communicate has been so valuable. Working through the 4-H program was the first time that I went and lobbied the General Assembly for something, which is something, a great skill that has served me very well in my career. So the 4-H program is fantastic. Washington County is very, very fortunate to have excellent Virginia Cooperative Extension leaders and 4-H program leaders working with our youth to get them into the program and prepared for successful lives and careers. And I think people just don't even realize how fortunate we are in Washington County to have their leadership as well.
I'm a firm believer in education. I'm a firm believer in educating the youth. This, to me, set Washington County apart from any of our bordering counties and really any of the other counties in Southwest Virginia. Their passion for education of agriculture.
The average age of the farmer in Washington County, based on the last census, was about 59 years old. And so that's not a crisis, but it's something to be aware of because you want some young blood, some young people coming into agriculture, and we have some of those, some good farmers, some good young farmers that are coming in. But I think one of the critical things for agriculture now and in the future is that there's policies and things that affect agriculture are crafted so that it makes it possible for young people to get into agriculture.
Hey, I'm Pride Arrington of Arrington Farms. We run sheep, cattle, hogs, goats. I'm a third generation farmer from Lodi, Virginia. One of my favorite things about FFA was being able to travel. I was able to travel to at least a dozen places I'd never gone and meet people I'd have probably never met. While I was at Holston, I participated in livestock judging, tractor operators, land evaluation. I was also a State Star Farmer. I received 5 proficiency awards that highlighted the work on the farm. There's never a time I can remember not being on the farm with my parents and grandparents. Farming is in my blood.
When you can get your Board of Supervisors and your school board on board to promote it, great things can happen. And that's where we're very blessed here in Washington County. It's always been like that. We've always had a very supportive Board of Supervisors. We've always had a very supportive school board. And the whole entire community of Washington County is really pro-ag.
My name is Mandy Fletcher, co-owner operator of Beyond Blessed Farm in Abingdon, Virginia. My husband Chris and I raise registered Katahdin hair sheep. Washington County is doing an amazing job offering agriculture education to K-12 classrooms, offering educational programs in that field is helping to invest in future generations to be able to realize the importance of agriculture, to know where their food comes from, and to be able to get hands-on and in-field educational experiences through field days, through other supports and resources.
I think in my lifetime there's been a big push for farmers to use more technology to make farming and cows more efficient. And that way farmers can be more productive but use fewer resources, therefore being better for the environment. So, and I think the dairy industry has been really at the forefront of this. Our cows today are much more productive than they were 40 years ago, but we use less water, less resources, and we have a smaller carbon footprint than we did in the times of my granddaddy.
Since we first began in 2008, technology has really evolved and changed, especially here in Washington County. As far as on our operation, we've been utilizing the Virginia Tech RAM test, and then also using genomics. And what this has been able to allow us to do is to select for those animals that are healthier overall due to parasites, so we can pick those parasite-resistant animals out. Therefore, we have a healthier flock overall.
To me, one of the bigger secrets in the county that most people don't realize, we're the largest egg producing county in the state of Virginia, and that's by virtue of Green Valley Farm. Washington County farmers pay between $8 and $9 million in wages to laborers in the county. Then you have the service industries in the county. For example, the equipment dealers on Route 11 just below Abingdon sell in excess of $90 million worth of product a year. And so you just can't discount those things when it comes to the economy as a whole for the average person. And then you put on top of that what agriculture does for tourism in terms of the scenery. People like agriculture, they like seeing cows, they like seeing sheep, they like seeing green fields.
Our state senator and our state delegates, they really promote what we do here in Washington County. And we're very fortunate to have those elected officials that know what their #1 industry is.
We are privileged to be able to farm in Washington County because not only of the aesthetic beauty that the county encompasses, but the wonderful local agriculture agencies that work very well together, such as the Soil and Water District, the Natural Resource and Conservation Service, the Farm Service Agency, DCR that helps offer nutrient management planning as well. Of course, the Virginia Cooperative Extension and the ag lenders that are within our county that provide on-farm technical, educational resources and funding and and cost share assistance.
So one thing in my ag classes in FFA taught me was the importance of telling my ag story. Whether that be at the grade school or having people come to the farm or talking to people in town, everyone needs to know where their food comes from, who's growing it, and the importance of agriculture in our county.
Washington County is really one of the most unique agricultural counties in the entire Commonwealth. It's not just farms and farmers, but it's all of the other industries that go into supporting those. So the veterinary services, construction, food processing and manufacturing, and all these different jobs that are created and economic opportunity that flows from this industry, where the base is of course agriculture and farming, but this entire economy has really developed from that. And Washington County has just done one of the greatest jobs of anywhere in Virginia, and really tapping into that, supporting that, and fostering that growth.
Our cows are our #1 priority. They work hard for us, so we work hard for them. They're my little babies, and each one of them is special to me. And that's why we do what we do.
From our on-farm operations to our off-farm occupations, farming is a great privilege and true blessing, and we have the satisfaction of caring for our land, water, and animals, providing other farmers with quality genetics and healthy food products locally and beyond, as well as marketing opportunities, and mainly the ability and opportunity for friendships and further connections across Virginia and the United States. We're so honored to be able to be farmers in Washington County.